What is up YouTube? And today I'm going to be re-clearing hard mode and Ember check floor 42. This time around it is Whitney, and I'll show you guys the strategy and the team comp that you can use. Now basically for this fight you are going to want to pick these three cards. Whether you want to pick the fourth one or the second one, it's really up to you, but the first and third one are very easy to deal with, so you just pick those. And then I like to pick the last one, and if the turn meter pushback is too much at the start of the fight, you can just restart the battle. But I'm going to show you guys a team comp that is super free to play friendly, and I'm not choosing this team because it's the best team, but more so because it is going to be just something that you guys can actually work with as a template and replace units. So for example, if you guys have Yeli, if you guys have Giada, if you guys have Lilium, of course you will sub out Diting for that character. If you have Lily, you would sub out Nell for Lily as well. Lily is extremely good here because she can twin trick Vice. And Vice and Red Catch are just characters that I just recommend using. It makes the run very easy. If you guys don't have Kloss, you can use Viper as well. It's just that you'll be missing the defense down, which will make the runs actually take a little bit longer, but it's still going to be very, very easy. It's just going to speed up the runs, and I don't really want to showcase, the team taking forever to kill the boss. But basically what you want to do is, I don't really know the exact speed that you need, but you're going to want to outspeed the boss with Catchy and the minions and get your S3 off to stun the ads. And the reason why is because you don't really want these ads to, hit you for a lot. My Catchy's at 295 speed, and you can see the minions are going to be pretty fast as well. Now if you can't actually reach 295 speed with your Catchy, what you can actually do is, if you have something that can help turn meter push, like if you have Kloss go first, she can S2 first, or if your Vice goes first, he can S3, or if you have like a Lily, you can actually push up your Catchy with Twin Trick. But the reason why is because you really need to get the CC off here, and the reason why is because these minions can just one-shot you off the bat. So we're going to do that, and then you want Vice to push back as well. And then your Kloss is going to apply the speed down and defense down on everyone. Now the reason why I actually have my Nell here, and why you also want Lily, is because speed buff on this fight is very, very important, and just having vulnerable makes you do way more damage. Now here, what I like to do actually to make the run super safe is kill the ads. Even though you might not need to, it just makes it so that you don't really have to deal with them. And this makes it so that you don't really have to risk getting just one shot randomly, because these can just one shot you, right? So we're going to kill the ads here. Here, what I'm going to do now is just push up my Diting again. And we do get stunned, which is very annoying, but it's okay. And then I'm going to S3 and kill the other minion here. And basically on the turns with your Vice, you're always going into the boss. Catchy's then going to S3 again. I should be able to kill this with my Nell and Kloss damage. Here, I think I'm going to try to push back the boss. Yes, Catchy does. And then I can push back again with Vice S3. And then now we're going to just reapply the speed buff to everyone. And then, we are just kind of whittling down the clocks. And Vice is very good because when you're provoking the boss, it won't resummon. And you get so many opportunities to actually, what's it called? What am I trying to say? So many opportunities to taunt the boss, because you have speed up, you have speed down, you also have Catchy to even push up your Vice. If things go wrong, you can actually have Catchy S2 Vice and push him up right away, and that'll make it so that you'll be able to get another turn off with Vice to taunt. And of course, if you do miss the taunt and the clocks resummon, you will just want to reset, because it's just way easier to not get unlucky than it is to deal with these clocks, because they hit super hard. So I'm not really sure how you can actually do this without Vice. I know that there's people that have, but this is just like the easiest way. And I'm gonna kill all the ads here, and basically after that we are just I'm not actually stunned. So yeah, Catchy's gonna stun again, so I don't have to deal with the ad. And here, I think I'm just going to go into the boss. I don't really want to provoke it because it can actually end up killing your Vice if it lands defense down, which is very annoying. But here, my Codex procs, so I'm going to push And then here, even though I can go into the minion, I'm going to go into the boss because it's just going to die. And S3 again. You can kind of see the strategy here, right? You're just basically pushing back the boss with the ads over and over. And it makes the fight like super easy. But yeah, the hardest thing is going to be having your red catchy go first. But like I said, there's way to actually do it if you have Lily push, if you have Floss super fast to put the debuffs up earlier, or you can even do something like S2ing with Floss on the opener. But basically, that is going to be the gist of the fight. In the case that you are actually not able to go first, you can just have Catchy go before the ads do. And then if Vice can get the taunt off and you live the opener, you can actually still just win the fight, even if you take some damage. But you just have to make sure you randomly don't get one shot on the opener and that you get the taunt off and you'll be fine. And in here, I think maybe I should just, yeah, I'm going to push up my dieting because even though he's right here, I just want to reduce his CDs. And honestly, at this point, you can just auto, but I don't really recommend autoing when you're using Vice because there's some times where you're going to want to S1 over S3, right? And here it's kind of scary because I did miss one of the taunts, but because I'm lapping so quickly and I have speed buff and speed down with this comp, you're going to see that I'm able to get another turn. I do miss again, but I have Jackal Guard, so I get another chance. And I do have Floss to even push back. Push back again with Catchy. You can kind of see, you know, this comp is very, very risk-free. I don't know why I just pressed S3, but I guess it applies to stacks. But like even here, I could push up my Vice and taunt one more time if I ended up missing. But you're going to see the boss is going to die very, very soon. Basically just manipulating turn meter. It's one of the easier for 42 bosses, but I just decided to show you guys because people were asking, and even though I do have a Whitney guide for Ember check on my channel, it is from like a while ago when it was a lot easier. Probably should have just S1 there, honestly. Save the turn meter push. But it's okay. I think my Catchy has S2 up. Maybe not. No, he doesn't. But we just, you know, keep hitting it, and it's going to die very, very soon. You know, you can push back again, so you can kind of see you're basically just playing the turn meter push, and red Catchy is just like super broken on this boss. So yeah, that is the team. It's a 343 run. It's one of the faster ways to do it. I know there's people that do it actually with a different team, but I'm pretty sure it takes longer. I might be wrong though. Let's actually see. I'm pretty curious. Yeah, there's actually way faster teams, but that's pretty much like one-shotting it. So yeah, with Batsby, super broken character. But yeah, you're gonna see some people take like 35 minutes, you know. But for the most part, you know, this is gonna be a super free-to-play friendly team, and like I said, you just swap in characters that you have, and it'll be even faster, like a lot faster with Lilium and stuff like that. But it's a very easy way to clear it. So hopefully this video helped you guys out, and I will see you guys next time. Peace!